Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the sound test stream. Today we are taking a look at SynthMaster One, Atom 2, and also Slow Machine. We're going to build a session from scratch. I'm not going to make this super complicated because I think it might be interesting for people to see how I would personally work with Atom, as I did with Atom 1, which is similar to this. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm just going to try and adjust this a bit better. Okay, welcome to Doug Radio. Oh, you can see me a little bit in the screen. Right, okay. Here's the thing. So, hi, Wal, hi, Paul, hi, Joe, hi, Jade, hi, Sai, hi, Colin, and hi, everybody else who's here as well. That I have, Stephen. Okay, so first off, best thing to do is let's create a MIDI track, and let us create an Atom piano roll. And then what we're going to do is create a SynthMaster One. Now, I want SynthMaster One to do some drums for us as well. And there's a reason for this. I want to show you some cool stuff you can do in Atom as well, which I'm not sure I think is different from Atom 1. But I never used it like this and probably wouldn't anyway. However, the first thing is I want to do is find a kick drum sound in SynthMaster One. And this is really easy. All you need to go is drums here, and then all your drums will appear there. But I want to use the Big Tone Club Construction set because it has a nice kick in it here. So we're going to start with the kicks. There's a few kicks. I'm going to start with this first one. I'm going to turn the volume down because it can be a bit heavy. And I'm just going to engage this. Maybe this one. I'm going to use that kick, okay? Then I'm going to disconnect this from the keyboard, like this, and connect it to the Atom as the source. And then I'm going to connect Atom to the key step, but not on this particular one. For ones further down the description I can, but for this I don't need to do anything now. So what I'm going to do is turn that volume down as well, because I don't want it to clip. We know we've routed SynthMaster 1 to Atom. So we're going to open Atom. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go scroll up here until we find C3. Because C3 here, I'm going to make this a bit bigger. C3 is where I want to be placing that kick, which is an octave down from the one we've just heard. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit repeat like this. There's a little button that says repeat there. I'm going to make sure launch is on, so launch pending, waiting for host application to start. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to add in on that C3 like this, notes like that. Now you see what it's doing, it's doubling up those notes, but I'm going to delete those. Okay, select them first, right, then delete. I'm going to go to where it says 1/16 my grid. I'm going to tap on that and open the grid. Now you can see all the different, you can go whole notes, half notes, or I'm going to select quarter notes. So we're on repeat quarter note, okay, on the grid section here. What's nice, I've noticed, is that you can, for another set of things, even on the same Atom, you can select a different resolution as well. Anyway. So now what we're going to do is going to hold C3, and I'm just going to draw across like this. Actually, I'm going to start at the beginning. I'm going to draw across those two bars and put repeat on. And you see what it's done? I'm going to just go fill so you can see. What it's done is it's going to put that kick on each of those 1/4 notes. So and I only need it over 2 bars, but if I wanted to add more bars, I could. Maybe we could get away with having that on C2. So let's delete those and go down to C2. Make sure repeat is still switched on. Make sure our quarter note grid is where we want it, like that. And let's just go to C2 and draw in across those 2 bars. And now we've effectively just put a kick in. So you know. And that's really nice. So we can close that now. And close that as well. And right, that's cool. Sounds nice. So there you go. So we've got our kick going, our 4 on the floor kick. So let's make it do some hi-hats. Yeah, maybe it's 16ths or something, just for the point of you know, to set this up. So again, we can double tap there. We can add another atom here, and let's add another SynthMaster One. And you know what? We'll start saving stuff in a bit as well, because we don't want to lose everything. Anyway, if you were all right, okay. Let's do this. Let's go to our SynthMaster One, and let's locate a sound for our thing. So again, let's go with drums. Let's go with big tone. I'm gonna look for maybe if there is any hats in here. Offbeat hats. Let's listen to this. Offbeat hat. It's quite nice. I quite like that one. It doesn't matter where we put that. So let's do this. Let's disconnect this from our keyboard. Let's attach it to number 2. Okay, so we can, if we go in here, we can see which atom is already active by the little MIDI data indicator there. But we also can see from the fact that it says M1, MIDI channel 1, and number 2 there. So we want that one. And we don't need to worry about launch. As soon as we open this, you'll see that we can hit launch and it'll set it up for us. But it's regardless. We're going to stick with 1/16 here. Okay, and like I said, with this particular sound, it does not matter. And we can just leave it at 2 bars, because it's only a basic, you know, it's only a basic pattern. So let's hit repeat, and let's just draw in those notes. Okay, and what we can do now is hit launch. So it'll start with our transport, and okay, so let's go back in here and let's look at our swing for our second atom. See? How cool is that? So, and we can go all the way up as well, go further. And then we can control our tempo as well. But we'll leave it at that. And then we can make some adjustments inside SynthMaster. So go to the synth and so we've created a beat that's good enough to trolley along as much as we'll. Pete, how you doing? We've created a beat that's just, it's nice enough for a thing, but let's make it a little bit more interesting on the hi-hats, just to break it up a little bit. We'll keep the 4 on the floor as it is. All right. And then we'll add an audio unit extension. We'll use Slow Machine. And we'll choose a getting more and more interesting now. Better. Okay, So that's going to do for our rhythm. We don't really need to go any more mad. But you could see you could add another one, add a snare. This is what's good about construction kits in SynthMaster. And I am going to also as well just dim that down a little tiny bit more. Anyway, right. So again, we're going to add another SynthMaster One, but this time we're going to be wanting some sort of kind of bass, I guess. So again, I'm going to also double tap and add an Atom piano roll. And I'm going to find a sound first, so I'm just going to hook this up to the key step, and we're going to browse some bass. Not an arpeggiator, although we could use an arp, but I might use an arp in a bit. So. Yeah, let's use that. So what's great again about Atom, and this was the same for Atom 1 of course, is that you don't need anything else. You can just run everything through Atom. So let's have a bit of a jam. I like it a lot. Right, so that's fine for that sound. Again, it's clipping, so take the volume down. We can always boost it with a compressor or something in a bit. Okay. This time, again, we can take it off the key step. We want to be routing it to number 3, so 1, 3 sort of thing. And then we'd want to be routing this Atom now to the key step. So whatever I play in here, let's open this up a bit. Now I'm going to add 2 more bars. Now if it's filled up like this and you want to be thinking, well, how can I add more bars? Where's my more bars thing? Just pinch it up like this and just add your bars like this. And I'm just going to again have a practice. Brilliant. So all we need to do is make sure loop is on. See here, you can turn loop off. I want loop on. That's that there. Again, we want launch on, so it's going to play. At the moment, launch is off, and you can see that there as well, that it's grayed out. But if I turn it on, you'll see that launch is switched on. All that means is that we can choose what atoms launch and don't launch. How many octaves? Well, it depends on how many octaves the synth is you're using. I guess it'll do your full 8 octaves. Well, or are we talking about something else? I'm never sure. Right, so arm record, ding. And what's nice as well is if you forget that you have record armed, it will also indicate here as well on the little piano roll, which is really nice as well. So that's cool beans. So let's just press play, shall we? We're going to be we'll record next pass through. See, I forgot to turn record off. So once you've finished with your key step for that particular atom, you can then turn it off. Now what's cool about this is having the launch controls here. It's like a performance trigger. Now this new atom will do absolutely tons and tons and tons of cool stuff with kind of clip launching and stuff like that, and controlling external hardware exactly. But this is cool because we can now just go make some adjustments to our sound. Again, I'm going to use the key step to find a sound. And this time I will use a arpeggio that's built in. So this is where this gets absolutely brilliant, right? Absolutely brilliant. Excuse me. Melodic sequences, or we'll just leave it on all, and we can have it. So I actually quite like that. There's quite a bit of luck. That's not going to work. That's not going to work because they put different things. So that will work. So let's have a listen. Awesome stuff. So in our fourth atom now we can disconnect the keyboard and then get atom 2 as the source now instead of the Arturia. Go to our fourth one here and route that to the keyboard. Or of course you can do this, you can put it all in note by note, but that's not my bag, man. So let's have a little pracky with that, shall we? Now we definitely want to be doing 4 bars over this. So again, 1, 2, and I'm going to hit fill. I'll show you some other cool stuff about Atom in a minute. Excuse me, after I've maybe done another track or so. But anyway. Okay. So loop on. Latches on, loopers on, not arm to record. I want to have a practice. So arm record. not buffering. No, not buffering. Not buffering and in stereo. Don't, you'll make me cry again. Right. Okay, so let's have a listen, mess with the sound. Let's put in slow machine. Watch my CPU. Well, at the moment, this is the absolute basic iPad you can get, and it's running about 34% with 4 SynthMasters and 4 Atoms and 1 BLEASS slow machine. We're about to add another slow machine. Yes, and we won't do anything just yet. We'll just have a listen. Okay, so we'll run that at quarters. crashed on me. It's all crashed on me, dudes. Oh no, what am I going to do? Right, let me see. Oh, all the SynthMasters have crashed. I'm going to clear. I won't remember it, will it? And reload last session. Right. What a bum bag. Right, let's see how that worked out. The perils and the joys of live streaming. I'm not really bothered because it's still in stereo and it's not buffering. we can easily set that back up again. Probably down to the limitations of my iPad that was. But anyway, let's Joe thinks it's funny. Right, let's see what we've got going on. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if that was a kick, wasn't it? So I don't think it's was this doing? That sounds pretty close to what it was actually. This was the arpeggiated sound, wasn't it? For some reason, my keyboard I know why. It didn't even take that long to recover. Anyway, right, so let's save that because I don't want that to happen again, do I? So save it as the last session, so that's fine. Yeah, so you can see that you can build up some really cool stuff, and of course, if you've got a really powerful iPad, that's going to be nothing. So what other cool stuff can we do with Atom? Okay, so let's have a look. I am this time going to disconnect this from the key step, and I'm going to attach it to a new, so we've got 5 of them now. Yeah, I'm going to attach it to a new, actually, I'll just attach it here. And this one can go to this one, and this needs to be connected to the key step. So if we open it up now, the other thing is as well, if you long select and change the color, the whole of Atom will take on the hue of the color you've selected, kind of thing. Not the brightness and stuff, but the actual flavor of the color. So I want to show you before we finish off, I think I've shown you how to add your bars and stuff like that, and how to input your repeated notes and things. Of course, it's capable of much more than this, but the scales is really good as well, and also the layers. If you hit layer, you can see all the other, this is the one that's highlighted, but you can see all your other clips that are used in the project and kind of what they're doing, which is handy to know what the other ones are playing. So that's quite good as well. But I want to show you scales. Now scales is good because you, right, so it maps to your keyboard as well, so you can't play a wrong note. I'm just running up and down the white notes. I don't know if you, well, you can't see, but that's all I'm doing when we got minors. Now I'm pressing the black notes. But there's this little button that says map to whites. And so what it does now is scale quantization. Recording will map scale pitches to the white notes. And the black notes on your controller won't do anything. And you've also got the tonic there as well as the scale. So how many scales have you got? Interesting. Now I think that's really great, even if you weren't using it as a MIDI controller. There's loads and loads. So it makes it impossible to play a wrong note. And it also works with notes that already exist within Atom. So if you've got something programmed in that's in some other scale, as soon as you start selecting scales, it will just lose the notes and fix the notes that aren't in the scale, sort of thing. So that's quite handy. scale tonic is for this, not for what you're playing. So all in all, I think it's really, really cool beans. And I think a lot of people will love the new additions to Atom because it adds so much extra stuff. And like I said, it's extra stuff that maybe I wouldn't... Sugar, sorry about that. Maybe I wouldn't use because I'd prefer to play stuff in. But the fact that you can just do all sorts of cool stuff. Like so a lot of these like a long hold things or open up. Like the launch. You can do all sorts of cool stuff here. I don't even... But like I said, Gavin did a really, really detailed tutorial yesterday. So it's well worth checking his video out if you really want to delve into all the deep stuff as well. It's nice. There's some real cool stuff you can do with drone and things, you know. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's awesome, awesome stuff. Quantization, settings... Ableton stuff. You can also launch from exterior hardware like clip launching and stuff like that's very clever. It's very clever. But we shall finish today with a bit of a thing with this again, shall we? Oh yes, and we also featured BLEASS's Slow Machine, which is very, very creative. Okay. God knows what's happened there. Now, something I've been doing, messing around with the scales. I should probably just take that out and just play this with the keyboard. That's better. Problem solved. Right, so who knows? Who really cares? It's just music. It's in stereo though, so I shall be doing another iOS app or something iOS related tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully, Joe's got to go for a first jab tomorrow in the morning. No, so should be well back by then. And then tomorrow evening, I'm revisiting an old Melodic pack that you can buy. I know most of you don't have a Melodic, so called Ghosts, which is when I first did it, I was when it obviously was mono, and the pack itself is just incredible stereo experience. So if you want to just listen to some good sounds and stuff, that'll be tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock. And yeah, I know the Melodic videos are quite popular, but this is one of those paid pack things that you can go and buy. If you've got one, I've got a discount code and stuff. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, apart from the weird pitch issue at the end, which we've now corrected by reinstalling the app. Yeah. Yeah, that's got an 80s vibe. It doesn't not like me, is it? Not like me to have an 80s vibe. Guys, bless you all for joining me this evening. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you saw it out. It's pretty easy to recover from crashes like this. You wouldn't want that happening live, like, you know what I mean? But, yeah, all you need to do is basically remember what each track was doing. Yeah, Atom 2, SynthMaster One, and a bit of the old Slow Machine. Very nice indeed. Was very enjoyable to set that up from scratch. Hope some of you found it useful as well as mildly entertaining. I bet you found the most entertaining part is when it all crashed, didn't you? Hey? Listen, guys, bless you all. I will see you later. I think Jade's streaming it. Well, she's not streaming, but it's a video at 9. And I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you join me tomorrow night to hear these marvellous bloody sounds in the Melodic for this pack called Ghosts. It's all ambient and soundscapey and effects. It's just lovely, but in stereo, it's just outstanding. Right, I'll see you later. Ta-da.